Hello and welcome to another Demon212 VC review. Today I'm going to take a look at Galaga 90 on the TurboGrafx 16. This is an arcade shoot 'em up basically. It's if you've never played the game before, it's very similar to Space Invaders or Galaxian and the likes. So without further ado, because there's not much else to say, start on the game. At the start you can choose between a single ship and a dual ship. Basically what that means is you can have either one or two, but it depends on how many lives you've got, because a ship actually counts as a life. So when you take two, it means you've got one less life, but you've got one more firepower until one of your ships gets destroyed. So I'll try and show you what that means. I'll try and get shot here. They usually fire one right at the start, but today they're being awkward and camera shy. So instead I'll wait and just shoot some things. The whole point is basically clear the screen full of enemies and go on to the next stage. The quite unique thing about this one, rather than the original arcade version, there we go, I've managed to destroy a ship, as you can see, just on the one ship now, and I haven't lost a life in the bottom left because that was one of my lives anyway. Quite unique thing about this game is, rather than the arcade game where it just basically like never ends and the likes, and you just play and there's not much difference to it, it's just the same thing over and over again, but the enemies get a little harder. This one has dimensions. Basically, every now and then you will find these little dark blue crystal type things. They'll float down and you collect them. When you collect two, if you've got two by the time you get up to a bonus stage, which there's 6 bonus stages in the game, then it'll actually take you to another dimension. And basically the dimensions, they change it's very weird. Basically, this is one of the first bonus stages. Unfortunately you can't get any blue crystals by this one. And basically the whole point of a bonus stage is to try and shoot as many enemies as you can do and get as many points. But the dimensions, the first one is it turns more into an actual vertically scrolling shoot 'em up. So instead of you standing around and the ships fall into place, you're instead flying through, but you're still on the line at the base of the screen. You can't actually move up and down. You're still there, but the screen moves and enemies come into place and the likes, and every now and then you get a boss. Dimension 1, the boss is just a normal boss. However, the other 4 dimensions, it's actually an end of game boss, and you get a ending sequence and the likes. So that's one of the blue crystals there. There's also a red crystal that is very rare, and whenever you've got 2 ships, if you get it, it actually manages to metamorphose your ship into a massive ship that then has 3 bits of fire instead of 2 bits of fire. So that's pretty cool. It's a very basic game, but at the same time it's very hard to explain, because it's one of those things where if you've never played it before, then you won't really know what I'm going on about by the names, because it's unique to the game and the likes. So I'm going to shut up for a few seconds, let you listen to the music. There's not much at all while you're actually in the stages though, so to be fair, it's well that. So there really isn't any music unless you're onto the final enemy or at the very start of the game. Possibly the oddest thing about this game is the pause feature, because you can push the select button to pause and you can quite literally do it at any time. You can actually do it on the start screen before you play in the game. You can do it on the credits screen if you want to save, so you can have a look at the credits in better detail and the likes and the high scores. So don't know why the hell they decided to put an anytime pause in, but at the same time it's something that I suppose can come in useful and quite cool, especially if you want to irritate your mates by pausing the game, then going into the menu and then making them think that they've broke it. But that would be evil. Graphics wise, as you can see, pretty bog standard, although every time you shoot one of those enemies, those little green or purple ones, you get a firework, which is pretty cool. So there we go then. That's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel, because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.